5 of the best perfumes that you can wear this summer. I know in the summertime, people think about the freshies, the aquatics, the citrus, the ozonic, the oceanic. These are all incredible fragrances that put us in the mindset and the spirit of summer. Well, in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to be going over 5 beautiful and absolutely perfect fragrances for the summer months, and all of these are going to withstand the high heat of June, July, August, and a little bit into September as well, depending on where you live. There's also going to be a very special full bottle giveaway on hand, and so if you want to learn a little bit more about that, how you can bring home a bottle, make sure to stay tuned. I do want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It helps a lot, more than you know. So I appreciate you all so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm really excited to bring this video to you because I know a lot of people are looking for summer recommendations, myself included. I'm always looking for the newness, what is still hot, what is trending, perhaps what is not trending, but what's under the radar. What could I personally get for the summer that's going to help me stand apart? And of course, I love so many summer fragrances. Blockade by Mind Games, and there's L'Innocence de l'Air by Valentino. There's just so many beautiful fragrances that are on my personal radar. Supernova by Aaron Terrence Hughes. Now, this curation of 5 fragrances, these are all 5 super special. Some of them are new releases. Some of them have longevity. Some of them have been around for a while, but I can stand behind every single last one of them. So listen. If you want to participate in this giveaway, with this being a Cephalabon contributor video, all you have to do is shoot on over to cephalabon.com. It's going to be the first link down below in the description box. And after you've become a registered reader, just drop a thoughtful comment on the article. It's a really simple process. It's so easy to participate. And this is why we get so much participation, and there's always somebody winning a bottle. Just make sure to check back on over to cephalabon.com on the date that's mentioned in the article, because that's when the winner is going to be announced. And so if it tells you to check back on a certain date, make sure to do that. We want you to claim your prizes. We want you to take home a full-size bottle. And very special thank you to the brands that are, giving bottles for giveaway throughout the past several years that I've been making these contributions with Cephalabon. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it off with a designer. And I know there's a nice balance here. We have some really high-end niche. We have some more under the radar niche. And then this is the only designer on the list. So this is actually Neverending Summer. This is such a beautiful, bright, fresh, citrusy fragrance from the brand Maison Margiela. Now, I know, look, there's Beach Walk, there's Sailing Day, there's Under the Lemon Tree. Maison Margiela has so many incredible fragrances for the summertime. However, I always preferred the colder weather offerings from the brand. By the Fireplace is one of my favorites. Jazz Club is one of my favorites. And then there was another one called Soul of the Forest, which was a little challenging and it's been discontinued now. Unfortunately, it had a lot of black currant and green notes in it. But this is the one that I think is absolutely perfect for the summer months. And like I said before, I also wanted to prioritize some new drops. And so a lot of people are like, I want a brand new fragrance for the summertime. I want something that is unique and original, and it can't be compared to anything else, but I also want to make sure that I don't smell like anybody else. I want to make sure that I'm wearing something that literally just came out, something that not everybody and their mother is going to be wearing, and I think this one is absolutely perfect. The fragrance description for it is a refreshing bright orange, and it does have a lot of orange. It's a very citrus dominant fragrance. And so you'll see in this list, we have citrus, we have some aquatic, we have some florals, but even when it comes to the florals, they have to be like very clean, elegant florals, right? So Neverending Summer is the brand new release by Maison Margiela. And if you're looking for something citrus driven, but also something that is not crazy priced, right? Because we know a lot of niche perfumes can be quite expensive. Make sure to check this one out. I think it's going to be to your liking. This is actually my second bottle of it. The next perfume that I want to talk about, So this one is a very interesting fragrance. It has some oceanic tendencies. It does certainly have citrus. It has some aromatic ingredients to it as well. And this is from the brand House of Beau. And I know I always talk about Ave Maria, and I have so many here that I've acquired over, the past year, I want to say. I started with Ave Maria, believe it or not, and I just knew it was a brand that I had to explore and dive into a little bit more deeply. This one is called Lamar. And of course, with the name translating to, the sea, Lamar, this is such a beautiful, bright, fresh, citrusy, floral, slightly aquatic fragrance. So here's the thing. I think the two main ingredients from what my nose can perceive, especially now revisiting it, tuberose and coconut. So it's interesting because you have Beach Walk by Maison Margiela, not this one, but Beach Walk. And that one is more like a suntan lotion fragrance. This one with the tuberose and the coconut, it's more of like a tropical summer vacation without smelling like sunblock, without smelling like suntan lotion. And listen, some people are into that vibe, right? The whole Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder vibe. But for me personally, this one, I don't want it to get on the table here, but I smell enough of it in the air. My goodness, it is such a beautiful fragrance. If tuberose is your thing, this is a must-have. It smells so enchanting for the summer months. Of course, speaking of aquatics, wow. This is an aquatic fragrance with heart, with pizzazz, with charisma, with intensity. This is strong. This one, and of course from this brand, there's a lot that get traction in the summer months. I also really enjoy Navis, but I have to get a bottle of that. I don't own it. These are all the Liquide Imaginaire fragrances that I own at the moment, and maybe one more. But this one is Fleuve Tendre. So this is a very citrusy and animalic fragrance. You look at the note breakdown, there are animalic notes in here. This is not your typical bright, freshy. This actually has some heart to it. It has some weight to it. This is a perfume with character. This is a freshie unlike any other. Now, if you have experience with Megamare by Orto Parisi, I'm not going to say they smell the same, but they can be worn in the same exact occasions. And I make that comparison because that's like really the only other beast mode freshie that I own. Of course, there's Acqua di Gio, and there's Dylan Blue, and there's this, and there's that. But, we're talking about fragrances that give you in the vein of like 6 hours longevity, 7 hours longevity, depending on your skin chemistry. No. This is 10 hours longevity. There is no Liquide Imaginaire fragrance that I own that gets me fewer than like 9 hours longevity. These are crazy long-lasting fragrances. Fleuve Tendre is an amazing aquatic fragrance, but it does have that animalic vibe. So I want to urge you very strongly, please try this. Please try this. Sample it. Do not blind buy it. I think Perfumology carries the brand. Just get a sample. Maybe Lucky Scent. I don't entirely remember the entire roster of retailers that carry this brand, but please get a sample. Okay, so we have two more. And again, going back to the newness. If you're in the market for a brand new perfume, this is one that you don't want to miss. This is a huge compliment getter. So this one has almost like, and I know it's not in the note breakdown, but I always have to talk about what my nose perceives. This has like a creamy coconut fig thing happening in here. I know there's peony, I know there's lemon, I know there's like this salt accord, I know it opens up fresh. It has a refreshing component to it, but it's a very clean floral fragrance. And this is precisely what I did here. Floral and tropical, citrusy, aquatic, and this is a clean floral. This is a brand new fragrance by Goldfield Banks. It's an Australian brand, and this is called Pacific Rock Flower. I always go back to this. Many years ago, Pacific Rock Moss had gained so much traction. It became one of the most viral perfumes on the intrawebs. Everybody was talking about it. Of course, it does get comparisons to Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, but then so does Aqua Fiorentina by Creed, and there's so many brands that have gotten that comparison, even one by Eccentric Molecules. But this fragrance with the peony and the lemon, it is so enchanting. It is such a spellbindingly beautiful floral fragrance. The peony in here is just so well done. It's so crisp. And for me, it's kind of a hybrid between Pacific Rock Moss and Mystic Bliss, which you could see over my shoulder here. I know I've mentioned that before on camera, but That's personally what I get. It has that creamy, almost lactonic, coconutty fig thing happening in here. And it's not listed in the notes, which is quite surprising to me, but this is a beautiful fragrance. Now listen to me. The perfume in the number one spot, this one smells like you're walking down a boardwalk and on a hot summer day, or you're cruising down one of the busiest streets in maybe Los Angeles or maybe Miami, but the streets are empty and the sun is at its zenith in the sky, and maybe you have the sunroof open or you have the windows down and you're just enjoying the breeze. You're playing your favorite music on the radio or on Spotify or whatever, however you stream your music, and you're just enjoying life. You have not a care in the world. You don't have any obligations for the rest of the day. All of the pieces in your life have fallen into place so beautifully. This one has marjoram, there is absinthe. It has so many beautiful ingredients in here. It's fresh, it has this aquatic tendency. There's also a bit of citrus in the opening, so it opens up quite bright, but it's such a nice balance of citrusy, aromatic, and a bit musky as well. So it's a very clean dry down that you're gonna get from it. I think there's also cedar in the base, so that kind of secures the longevity of the fragrance. This one is quite amazing. And I was thinking about this and I'm like, you know what? There's so many from this brand that I really, really enjoy, but this is one that I think deserves its metaphorical flowers. This is a beautiful fragrance. Again, it's aromatic. You have the marjoram, you have the citrus, you have the musk, you have the cedar. It's a gorgeous fragrance. Again, invoking a state of relaxation, wonderfully done. By Atelier d'Azur. This one is called Riviera Drive. You don't have to wear this in the French Riviera. You could be living in the United States or any other country to really enjoy this one, but for the summer months, this is so beautifully done. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. There's so many from this brand that I truly adore. Blanc Polychrome is another neroli heavy fragrance, but I understand that one. A lot of people are not a huge fan of neroli. Riviera Drive, the mass appeal of this fragrance for the summertime, incredible. See if you can get a sample. I think this one would be to your liking if this sounds like the type of DNA that you're typically catering towards. But anyway, 5 fragrances that I think are going to be perfect for the summer months. All 5 of these are truly remarkable. Listen, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you took something of value from today's top 5 list. Once again, participate in the giveaway by visiting seflaban.com. First link down below in the description box. Just drop a thoughtful comment on the article and you'll be entered to win. Thanks again for watching. And again, if you took anything of value from today's episode, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would truly mean a lot. Thank you again. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a brand new episode. Bye.